Money doesn't buy happiness. You've heard that your entire life. But let me ask you something. Can happiness exist when you're trapped, when you wake up every morning, not because you're excited, but because you have no choice? When your alarm clock doesn't wake you, your bills do. When your dreams aren't limited by talent, they're limited by your bank account. People love saying, money isn't everything. They're right, but they rarely finish the sentence. Money isn't everything, but the lack of it can take away choices. And a life without choices isn't freedom, it's survival. Stop chasing money to impress people who don't even remember your birthday. Stop chasing money to buy a watch while your time is still owned by someone else. Stop chasing money to look successful. Start chasing it because freedom has a price. Freedom isn't free. Freedom is expensive. It costs discipline. It costs sacrifice. It costs years of doing what most people refuse to do. The richest people aren't always the happiest, but the people with the most choices usually have the most freedom. And freedom changes everything. Freedom means walking away from a job that destroys your mental health. Freedom means never saying yes when your heart is screaming no. Freedom means taking care of your parents without checking your bank balance first. Freedom means helping someone because you want to, not because you're trying to impress anyone. People think money changes people. No, money reveals people. If you're generous while struggling, you'll probably be generous when you're successful. If you're selfish with little, you'll probably be selfish with more. Money doesn't create character. It amplifies it. That's why the goal isn't money. The goal is becoming the kind of person who can create money repeatedly. Anyone can earn money once. Very few can create value forever. That's where freedom lives, not in the paycheck, in the skill. Your employer pays you because you solve a problem. The market rewards people who solve bigger problems. The bigger your value, the smaller your fear. Think about that. Fear disappears when dependence disappears. Why do people tolerate disrespect? Because they need the paycheck. Why do people stay in jobs they hate? Because they don't have another option. Why do people give up on dreams? Because survival always wins. That's why financial discipline is emotional freedom. Every dollar you save buys future peace. Every skill you master buys future confidence. Every investment you make buys future options. Most people spend money to escape reality. Successful people invest money to redesign reality. One buys temporary pleasure. The other buys permanent choices. Ask yourself this. If your boss insulted you tomorrow, could you leave? If the answer is no, you're not employed. You're dependent. There's a difference. Dependence creates fear. Freedom creates confidence. And confidence changes how you walk, how you speak, how you negotiate, how you live. People think confidence comes from motivation. No, confidence comes from preparation. Preparation creates competence. Competence creates value. Value creates income. Income creates options. And options create freedom. That's why money matters. Not because it's magical, because it gives you room to breathe. It gives you time. It gives you space. It gives you the ability to choose peace over panic, to choose purpose over pressure, to choose growth over survival. Don't waste your 20s trying to look rich. Spend them becoming valuable, because expensive clothes cannot hide an empty future. Luxury cars cannot replace financial discipline. Status cannot replace security. Own assets before you own liabilities. Own skills before you own luxury. Own your time before you own expensive things. Remember this. The person who owns their time owns their life. The person who depends on everyone else's decisions will always live someone else's dream. You don't need millions. You need enough freedom to never betray yourself for money again. That's real wealth. The day your decisions are guided by your values, instead of your fears, you became rich. long before your bank account did. Build skills, build discipline, build income, not because money is life, but because freedom is. One day, you'll wake up not asking, what can I afford? But asking, what kind of life do I want to build today? That's the day money stops being your master and starts becoming your tool. If you're building freedom instead of appearances, comment freedom first. Like this video if you're done chasing status. Share it with someone who's ready to build a life of choices. And subscribe, because your greatest investment will never be a stock, a house, or a business. It will always be the person capable of creating freedom again and again